The likelihood of us having a foreclosure crisis again is about 0%. That quote is from Ivy Zellman of Zellman and Associates. With forbearance plans coming to an end, many are concerned the housing market will experience a wave of foreclosures, similar to what happened after the housing bubble 15 years ago. That weighs on the mind of many buyers, especially they see the escalating home prices. And I wanted to share a few reasons why we don't expect that will happen again. First off, there are fewer homeowners in trouble this time, which is great. After the last housing crash, about 9.3 million households lost their homes to a foreclosure, short sale, or because they simply gave it back to the bank. Now, as stay-at-home orders were issued last year, the fear was the pandemic would impact the housing industry in a very similar way. Many projected that up to 30% of all mortgage holders would enter the forbearance program. And in reality, only 8.5% actually did. And that number is now down to 2.2%. As of last Friday, the total number of mortgages still in forbearance stood at 1,221,000, and that's far fewer than the 9.3 million households that have lost their homes just over a decade ago. Most of the mortgages in forbearance have enough equity to sell their homes. Due to the rapidly rising home prices over the last 2 years, 1.22 million homeowners currently in forbearance, 93% of those have at least 10% equity in the home. And this 10% equity is important because it enables the homeowners to sell their homes and pay the related expenses instead of facing the hit on their credit that a foreclosure or a short sale would create. The remaining 7% might not have the option to sell, but if the entire 7% of those 1.22 million homes went into foreclosure, that would total about 85,400 mortgages. To give that number context, here are the annual foreclosure numbers for the 3 years leading up to the pandemic. So in 2017, that number was 314,220. In 2018, it was 279,000. In 2019, 277,520. The probable number of foreclosures coming out of the forbearance program is nowhere near the number of foreclosures that impacted the housing crash 15 years ago. It's actually less than 1/3 of any of the 3 years prior to the pandemic. And the current market can absorb listings coming to the market. When foreclosures hit the market back in 2008, there was an oversupply of houses for sale. It's exact opposite today. In 2008, there was a 9-month supply of listings on the market. Today, that number is less than a 3-month supply. So, as always, if you have any questions regarding real estate, please give us a call.